It's July 19th, 2026, and we have a lot of things to talk about. There's going to be many storms moving across upper Midwest and the Ohio Valley and Northeast over the next few days. And these are some of the major things we need to talk about. Across the U.S. right now, we're not seeing much precipitation, maybe in the upper Midwest and in Texas. Now, there is still the flood warnings down there in Texas, but it should be lighting up. Also, if you live anywhere near Louisiana, we also have to talk about a tropical storm. This tropical storm can affect many in New Orleans and upper Florida. Today, there's not much of a risk around many people. A slight risk is in effect, but that's only a 2 out of 5, and not much is really going to be worried about today. It's the day tomorrow and Tuesday. Right now, there's less than a 2% chance of a tornado. Nothing to worry about. The main threat today is going to be the wind and the hail. But other than that, it's not going to be too bad. Now, tomorrow we have a level 3 out of 5 on the scale, which is really severe. This and Tuesday is our main threat. The tornado threat, again, is ratherly low, but still, watch out in those locations. You could have a tornado, an isolated one. So keep your notifications on and have a plan. Now, still, the main thing tomorrow is going to be the wind. Now, if you live in that red or yellow region, there's going to be a very, very strong amount of wind, especially in the red. So if you live there, just make sure that, you have a way to, get news, whether that's a generator or if your electric goes out, make sure you have blankets or just a place to go to, maybe. Now, the hail part is, again, it's a decent chance. The hail, if you live in the yellow region, you're most likely going to get hail tomorrow. But if you live in the brown, there's a chance of it, but it will probably happen in some regions, but mainly just the yellow. Now, this is the other thing I want to talk about. Tuesday will be another 3 out of 5 risk. But this is a day 3 outlook. We usually do not have 3 out of 5 risk on day 3. It's usually just a 2 or a 1. So, for Tuesday, 3 days out on the thing, it's a good chance that we're going to see a lot of severe weather here. Now, the main threats will be just wind, hail. But especially in the Ohio Valley near Cincinnati, Maysville, Kentucky, places like that, that would be probably where we see isolated tornadoes, and I wouldn't be shocked if we see a strong one here and there. But as far as the weather, if you live anywhere in that pink zone here, this is a 45% chance of severe weather in that pink area, which is a very, very high chance, especially for a day 3 outlook. Now, if you live in the red, it's about a 30% chance. But still, if you live anywhere in that yellow, brown, pink, or red, please stay weather aware because a lot can happen in those regions, mainly hail, wind, but a couple of isolated tornadoes here and there. Now, day 4, this pushes off to the East Coast, but mainly, again, just wind and hail. But, again, few isolated tornadoes are possible. Just stay weather aware if you live in that region. Now, this is what I want to talk about. At the upper part of Florida and New Orleans, we could have a tropical storm. Now, not saying we can, but it's pretty a good chance that we are. If you live anywhere in New Orleans or just anywhere near the, west top of Florida, expect flooding and damaging winds as your main threat. Now, this is the temperature outlook for days 8 to 14. Now, in the Ohio Valley and the Northeast, you're going to be near normal or just a bit below. Now, Midwest, Southeast, Southwest, the West, you guys are going to be experiencing just a bit above temps or way above temps. Now, in Denver, you guys are going to be seeing way, way hotter temps, especially down near El Paso, Dallas, Denver, Phoenix. Those places will be experiencing way more hot temps. Now, up in the Northwest near Seattle, you guys will be experiencing less than hot temps. So, it's either going to be near normal or just a bit less than average temps. But other than that, main part of the U.S. is going to be warm. Now, the Northeast, Northwest, you guys will be experiencing near normal or a bit below. Now, as far as precipitation outlooks in August, the Northeast, Ohio Valley, Indiana, Illinois, you guys will usually be above. The Southeast will be above in precipitation for August. The West will be either near normal or a bit below. The Northwest is going to be above average. And down in the southwest, such as Texas or Oklahoma, you guys are going to be above in precipitation average. Now, temperatures across the U.S. is going to be very, very, very hot, especially in parts like the Ohio Valley, Midwest, Southeast, Southwest, West, and Northwest. All of those places are going to be experiencing very hot temps. I mean, places like Lubbock or Dallas, you guys are going to be in the hundreds on some days. Plus, with this heat and humidity and dew point, it's going to make it feel hotter, and we're going to dive into those averages. Now, this dew point is going to be awful, especially in the Ohio Valley, parts of the Midwest, Southeast, and parts of the Southwest. It's going to be bad. But we're mainly looking at the Southeast and mainly just the Ohio Valley. Now, places like this are going to be experiencing a lot of dew point and humidity, which is going to make this heat total feel a lot hotter than it is. Now, places like the upper Midwest or West will be experiencing some of this humidity later on, but mainly for now, it's just going to be the Ohio Valley and Southeast. Well, that's your forecast for this week and the next few days. Now, if you were any of the shaded regions I talked about earlier, please stay weather aware, have alerts on, get a safe place that you can go to, and have a plan. Be weather aware. And especially now this tropical storm down by Florida, New Orleans, stay aware there because flooding is definitely possible and a threat.